Hi, everybody. John Harris here with you and my pal Billy Smith, and we're in the cheap seats, Bill.
Yes, we are.
It's
Way up there.
a good thing because I'm running out of money on this shit. So before we get started, I want to let you guys know that we have a couple great sponsors. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about them before we get started. Vineland Realty Corporation, 634 East Landis Avenue in Vineland, uh, is your place for all your realty needs in South Jersey. Go see Dennis and the people down there. Tell them you got sent on the cheap seats. Their phone number 856-690-9482. Go see them folks, whether you're buying, selling, renting, leasing, and that can be a business too, without necessarily being real estate. So go see Dennis and the folks at Vineland Realty, 634 East Landis Avenue in downtown Vineland. Um, and our other terrific sponsor, Schatzi Schnitzel House, 121 South Broadway in Riley, Kansas. I said it without a problem, Bill.
Yeah.
Uh, their phone number is 785-473-3355. Private German catering. They do open up the catering hall once a month in November. It's going to be on the 8th. There's an Oktoberfest still going on back in that German festival there. Their menu's on Facebook, so if you get a chance, look up Schatzi Schnitzel House on Facebook. So for all you folks in Northeast Kansas watching the show, that's a place to be November 8th when they open up the catering hall. And there's a whole list of events they're doing. So that's Schatzi Schnitzel House, 121 South Broadway, phone number 785-473-3355. We thank those folks, Violent Realty and Schatzi's, for sponsoring all the Public John podcasts. Thank you, folks, and we'll see you soon. I'll see them on the 8th. So,
Lucky
yeah,
you.
yeah, boy. Yeah, I am. I'm lucky. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and go over the standings, and then we'll go through the games for this week, and then let you folks get on your way for the rest of the weekend. Sound good, Bill?
Sounds good to me, pal.
All right. Week 7 totals. Let me make sure I got this right. Yes. Okay. Our week 7 totals, and then our regular week. Bill last week. Nope, that's not it. Here it is. Bill in games was 13-2 last week. Woo, buddy. Um, and 11-4 against the odds. Nice week, Bill. 8-7 against over under, but I would take the odds one anyway. So that good week, pal. I was same as Bill, 13-2 on games. I think Bill beat me by a game. He did 10-5. So you gained a game on me, buddy. Over under, I was 10-5 there. So uh, so that for the season got us to Bill has 75 wins, 34 losses, and 1 tie. I have exactly the same thing, which is weird for that many games. So we're both at 68.8%. Odds, Bill is 60-49-1. He's cleared the 50% mark from nowhere and is at 55%, Bill. Nice job.
Thanks, buddy.
You're catching up to me. I'm still in the hunt, or you're still in the hunt now. 67-42-1 against the odds, which is 61.5%. So that's only about 2 or 3 games. And considering where you were, that's a great comeback. I gotta keep looking over my shoulder now, where instead I
Better.
had space. Yeah, you're coming. Over under Bill is 54-55,
Yeah.
at 49.5%. So you're not losing money on the over under, just not making a whole lot really. But that could come, that'll happen. I'm 68-42-0, 61.8%. So there you have it,
Very
folks.
nice.
So there you have it, folks. You're going to make money no matter which guy you pick to run with. Bill is more of an analytical guy. I'm more of the eye test. So that's why we both do it, because we do it from 2 different methods, mostly. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll look at some numbers too, and Bill will watch games and watch certain things to use a little bit of an eye test. But we
Fantasy always helps me.
yeah, fantasy helps you. It does it. So we're going to go ahead and go over this week's games. It's week 8 in the NFL, and for the first in about 3 weeks, no European games.
Woohoo!
So, woohoo! I'm gonna have one again. I think next week. I think the next 2 weeks, the 8th and or the 9th and the 15th or something like that.
Yeah,
Or 9th
I
and,
think I think the way it's going to go, there's going to be a team that's going to be over there. I mean, for them to have so many games overseas and especially it's Jacksonville. Jacksonville's always over there, so I
yeah.
wouldn't
I
be
mean, for
surprised if they have a team over there soon.
a while back there was talk that Jacksonville could end up being a London team, but they've backed off of that a little bit. But they thought the franchise might even move to London at one point because they're over there 2, 3 times a year.
Yeah.
So, all right, here we go, folks. We're going to whip right through these games because Bill and I only differ about one or two of them. We both took the Chargers to win the game the other night. I took the Chargers to cover, which was a 2.5 point spread, or 3.5 point spread. Bill took Minnesota to cover, and I felt bad for him because
Oof.
man, Chargers put it on him. We did both win the over, I believe, at 45.5. Let's see. Yes, we both did win the over. So, and now the Sunday game starting at 1 p.m. Chicago visits Baltimore. Baltimore is without Lamar Jackson. It's a 2.5 point spread. They're still picking Baltimore. Bill took the Ravens and the over 45 over under spread. I'm taking the Bears. I'm going to go under. I don't know without Lamar if they're going to score very many points in Baltimore. So I think the Bears will score enough to win. Um, so I'm taking the Bears. So we differ on that game. Uh, Buffalo and Carolina. Carolina is improving, but they're not in the big hunt yet. This is a team that's going to be quite a bit above them. Spread is 7. Bill and I both took Buffalo to win and to cover, and we both took the over 46.5. New England, Cleveland. And if I say anything that doesn't sound right, Bill, don't be afraid to interrupt.
No, and Buffalo coming off the bye, they're usually they got a very good record,
Yeah,
off a bye. So
yeah, and they know that New England's actually right behind them, so they can't. They're actually in a race this time right
yep,
now. Cleveland, New England. We both took New England to win. We took Cleveland to cover the 7 point spread, and it's 40.5 for the over under. So Bill and I both took the over. So we're identical on that one. Atlanta and Miami. Miami is 6 alarms of a 3 alarm blaze. They're awful. Uh,
yeah, I think they ought to be called the blowfish.
yeah, yeah, because they blow. I had to take it, buddy. You set it up.
Sorry, Dolphin fans.
Uh, yeah, you Dolphin fans, I'm sorry, but it wouldn't surprise me if the end of the season the coach is gone if he lasts that long. And I think if you get a new coach, unless he's an offensive minded guy and sees something into it, you might see Tua benched.
Mhm.
We'll see what happens, or traded, or whatever. But uh, so we're on the same page there. We both took Atlanta across the board and the over 44.5. Atlanta's picked by 7. I think they're going to cover. So does Bill. So Eagles, Giants. It's getting scary, Bill, because we're on the same page here too. 7.5 point spread. We both think the Eagles will win and that the Giants will stay within the 7.5. And we both think the 43.5 is not enough, that they'll go over that.
Yep.
Cincinnati and the Jets.
Ugh.
The only thing that makes Miami look okay is the Jets. It's it's bad in New York. As far as the Jets are concerned, Jet fans. They're picking Cincinnati by 6. Bill and I are both taking Cincinnati across the board. Bill is taking the over 44.5. I have less faith in the Jets being able to score at all. So I'm taking the under 44.5.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, Joe Flacco and Jamar Chase, they got a connection there. So
They do. They do. I mean, what? 16 catches last week?
yeah, they might put
Most in franchise history.
yeah, they might put a 40 burger on the Jets alone. So
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but the Jets could get 2 field goals and that's it. By the way, World Series top of the 6th. We're watching it live here on Saturday evening. 2 outs in the top of the 6th, no runners on. Gosman's still on the mound for Toronto, and it's a 1-1 ball game. So, good game. Toronto's hanging in there, getting better
no,
pitching so
they
far.
spanked them last night. They had that
Yeah,
nine run inning,
man,
6. Yeah,
That was, please, sir, can I have another? Because man, that was some serious. 14-5, I think it was.
Yeah.
So, but Gosman's doing a good job here, and he just got uh Ohani again, and now he's got Otani again, and now he's got Betts, who's 0 for 2. Um, we do cover other sports too, folks, just not like we do the NFL. Pop up, first base side. Guerrero makes the catch in front of the screen and falls on his ass, but that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors, Bill, and nobody left on base. Gosman there walking off. It's 1-1. Blue Jays and Dodgers. There, a little play-by-play for you folks. So we've got San Francisco. Since we did Cincinnati, San Francisco, and Houston. Why Houston is favored by 2.5? Unless you know something, Bill, I don't.
No, Nico Collins is out, and
Yeah,
I know San Francisco's still missing their
some people.
four or five starters, but
Kittle's back. McCaffrey's playing out of his mind. Mac
yeah.
Jones is playing better than they thought. Don't be surprised if there's some kind of trade or deal next year. Mac Jones isn't starting for somebody.
Hmm.
He's looked pretty good. We both took San Francisco and across the board to cover the 2.5, because you pick San Francisco, you're automatically picking that anyway.
Hmm.
Bill went under the 41.5. Is that what it is?
Yes, under 41 and a half.
Yeah, and I went over 41.5, only because, like you were saying about another game, San Francisco might put a 35 or 40 burger on these guys. And Houston's got no offense, and now with Nico Collins gone, they have even less.
Hmm.
So I went with the over only because I think it'll be desperation time if San Francisco has a big lead.
Yeah, I'm probably wrong.
That happens. Tampa Bay and New Orleans. This could be a tougher game than you think. Number one, it's a South Division game in the NFC. But we both went with Tampa Bay across the board. Bill went over 46.5. I went under the 46.5. I think Tampa Bay's offense is hurt with a couple injuries. They'll score enough to beat the Saints, but I don't think they can put up the numbers they usually do. Denver and Dallas. This could be a pretty good game. This is one of those offense versus defensive games, but the old story is defense wins. You know, they always say defense wins championships. And I always say defense wins big games. Denver's got a great defense, but Dallas has a great offense, especially now with CD Lamb back, and their offense is clicking on all cylinders, but their defense gives up more than a hooker in Atlantic City on a Saturday night. They're really giving it up. So it's couldn't. We already lost the kids' vote early, so I can go there, I guess.
Sorry, folks.
Give it up more than my ex-wife on the weekend. Here we go. I had to get a ex-wife joke in there. The other night I did it in Topeka, and somebody, I said ex-wives, and then later on I said my ex-wife, boom, and they went, which one? I said, you were listening. Fucking A. We both went Denver to win, Dallas to cover. I went Denver to cover across the board. I changed it. We both went. Oh no, Bill went over the 51.
Yep, I went over and I took Dallas to cover.
And you took Dallas to cover, which is a 3.5
3.5
spread.
3.5.
I took Denver to win by more than 3.5. I took the under 51. So we'll see what happens there. That's interesting that we differ on that one. This one with the biggest spread of the week, and we're still taking the team that's given the points. Indy and Tennessee. Tennessee almost makes the Jets look good. Yeah.
Colts, best team in football right now.
Right now, they're the best team in football, and their offense is explosive as hell. I think better than Dallas's because it's more balanced.
Mm-hmm.
You got Jonathan Taylor running. Daniel Jones is having a great season.
See, a change of scenery and an offensive line.
Change of offensive coach and a good offensive line. And if you've got the skills, and obviously Daniel Jones has some skills. So.
And it seems like it's been going on for the past 3 or 4 years because you had Darnold came over to Minnesota and He exploded, and who's the other one?
Mm.
I think Gino, a couple of years ago when Geno Smith was with the Jets, he went
The
to
Jets.
Seattle. Seattle, he played
Yeah.
real well. So,
Tell you, whatever the Jets got with Geno, I mean, that was the best season they've had in a long time. And I still don't think they were quite 500,
right.
and they've went down ever since. I think Justin Fields might be getting benched.
No, he's starting.
He is starting. They
Yep,
were
they said,
talking about
yeah,
him.
yeah. And it's a shame. It's not his fault, really. I mean,
Oh no, he's got no time. He's got no time.
but yeah, they said he's going to start.
Okay.
And this was after they said he's going to get benched. So I don't know what happened
Yeah.
between then and then, but
Well, I had heard that it was only being considered. I never heard that they made the change for
okay.
sure. Um, we both took Indy to cover a 14.5 point spread. Bill took the we both took the under 48 points because we both think Indy will score about 40, but Tennessee will score nothing. It could be 40-3. I mean, it's bad. Um, so, we're on the same page there. Green Bay at Pittsburgh. This could be the game of the week to watch. It's Sunday night. This could be a really good game.
Mhm.
Aaron Rodgers is going to try to prove to people in Green Bay that he's better than they think, but it's in Pittsburgh. So that element's out of there as far as Rodgers returning to Green Bay, at least for this season. We both took Green Bay across the board and the over 45.5. The spread is 3. We think Green Bay will cover, though it's going to be close. I think it's going to be pretty close.
Mhm.
I think Green Bay will win by 4 or more. So, and my game of the week is Monday night. I guess kind of yours too, Bill, but I'm sorry ahead of time. You never know. We could be right wrong on this. Um, but the Chiefs' offense is starting to really click now with Rice. Worthy might be out last I knew. Um, I think a hamstring, something. Um, he was doubtful last I knew.
Yeah, I could look that up real quick.
All right. Meanwhile, I'll let you know that Bill took over the 48 points. I took under. Bill took Kansas City to win, but Washington to cover the 11.5 point spread. Pretty big. But I took Kansas City to cover that. I think their offense is clicking, and Washington's quarterback, Jaden Daniels, is out. Uh,
Marcus Mariota is going to be.
Marcus Mariota is going to start. They do get Terry McLaurin back. They do get Deebo Samuel back, both for the Commanders, which is big. But you got to have a quarterback to throw to him, and I don't think Mariota's that guy. Um, he's never proven it. So I think he had a couple games that were flashes in the pan way back when, but was it Tennessee or Houston he played for first few years after he was drafted?
Uh,
I want to say Tennessee.
yeah, he played for a handful of teams. He was with
Yeah,
he was with the Raiders,
he was with the Eagles at one point.
and he was with the yeah.
So he's been around a little bit. Um, but I'm picking the Chiefs to cover the 11.5 point spread. I just don't know if they can. Chiefs offense seems to be clicking, and Washington without Daniels, I think, is in a little bit of trouble. And the Chiefs defense is starting to kick in too a little bit. The pass rush. I mean, Mariota can run a little bit, but I think they'll seal those deals off, contain the outside, and then he's in trouble. So,
Mm-hmm.
but Bill's taking over 48. I'm taking the under, and that is pretty much a wrap, Bill. Unless you got something else sports wise, I know NBA has started. I did watch Inside the NBA on ESPN. Still pretty entertaining. Barkley's lost a lot of weight again, though. His weight's always up and down. Um, but again, very entertaining, very funny. Inside the NBA on ESPN. Uh, Ernie's Nito stat of the day is still brought to you by no one. In his words, unsullied by sponsorship. uh, they still did who he played for with Barkley, and they always pick reserves that you never hear about.
Yeah.
And Barkley 0 for 5 this week. He's like he plays for the Nets. No, Toronto. It was like not even close. There's one guy who's played for, I think, 11 or 12 teams. And he's in Toronto for his second year in a row, which they were all shocked at.
Mhm.
I can't remember his name, but he's played for like, I think they said 12 teams. He's hanging around the league. He's still getting something, but wow, never plays. Never
No.
plays.
Yeah.
But, if you can be the 12th guy on a 12-man roster, number 15 on a 15-man roster, and keep getting that NBA paycheck, all right. The
Yeah.
big problem is going to be the scandal, Bill.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say that. Speaking of NBA, woo,
Yeah.
wow.
The minute you get the FBI involved, it's some serious stuff. And a lot of people are saying, where's the commissioner on this deal? He hasn't made a statement. Nothing. Actually, at one point, Rozier's involvement was investigated by the NBA either 2 years ago or 1 year ago, and they cleared him. Said, "Oh, there's not enough evidence. We can't." And usually, you don't need a big thing of evidence for a sports league.
Yeah.
It's not the same level as a criminal charge, which is beyond a reasonable doubt. I mean, they can go with it probably happened, and it's a job, so they can, as long as they have enough evidence to prove there was something. And they cleared him.
Mhm.
So you wonder, did they clear him because, he's kind of got a name in the NBA and they didn't want to blast him? Or was it really because they didn't have enough to do much with it?
Yeah.
Guess we'll find out from the FBI, because nothing personal, but when it comes to investigations, I kind of believe the FBI a little bit more than the NBA's investigative team.
Yeah, no doubt. And then Chauncey Billups is the other big
Yep,
one, big
Chauncey
name.
Billups. His is
And
poker.
then there's a whole list of mafia guys. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
man,
yeah. They got out of a lot of stuff and decided to go with poker. Poker, hell, I hardly know her, but still. Hey, I've already. It's not for
yeah,
kids. What the hell? But yeah, it's going to be a problem. They're both obviously Billups has been on leave from coaching, and Rozier, of course, is on leave as well from playing. Um, and you had the guy a couple of years ago who was either faked injury or wasn't scoring like he did just to help people win prop bets. And
yeah,
so it almost reminds you of that referee years ago.
yeah. I was gonna say about 10 years ago or
Yeah,
whatever it was. I mean,
Hurley. I think it was Hurley. Who did, if I'm not mistaken, either went to prison. I know he went on a criminal trial.
oh, Smith just goes deep,
Oh,
and
you're
it's
ahead of
two
me.
to one.
Yeah, you are ahead of me.
Will Smith.
Fans in Toronto cheering. Gosman with a pitch. Drive to deep left field. There's no doubt about it. This is second deck power. Will Smith, without even trying, had his eyes closed and parked.
My son did a good job. Will.
There, your son. That's right. The W man. It's not quite the T man, but W Smith. There it is. Man, he unloaded on this thing. They're glad to have him back from injury, huh?
Hmm.
Woo, they are right now. So 2-1 Dodgers in the top of the seventh with one away. They went with people are, if they don't win this, they're going to say, did you go with Gosman a little too long in the seventh inning here? But he's only got
Nah,
2 runs.
yeah,
I don't think so.
and I think he only gave like 2 hits before that. So
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, you got to score more than 2 runs.
yep.
That's all it is. But
Maybe
it is
maybe
Toronto.
maybe they should have kept some of the runs from last night.
Yeah. We're getting to the end of the game though, and if they go to the Dodger bullpen, it could take a quick turn real fast. The Dodgers bullpen,
Oof.
it's not good. I mean, they've got a couple starters down there that
Yeah,
might help
but
the bullpen.
they were doo-doo last night. That's for
Oh,
sure.
they were awful. But there you have it. Varland warming up for the Blue Jays. Gosman looking in, and the wind and the pitch. Check swing foul down the first base side by Teoscar Hernandez. And there's the shot. It had to be right down the middle of the plate, just a touch on the inside part, right where Smith likes it. And there you see second deck.
Hmm.
Thanks for stopping by. what was the old Harry Doyle line in Major League? Tomlinson's going to need a visa to catch this one. Get out of the country.
Mhm.
So, uh, so World Series 1-0 Toronto, but the Dodgers here in Toronto could be tying it up. We don't know. It's only the seventh inning. Hang in there, folks. Somebody will give you a score. It won't be us.
Yeah, it won't be us.
It won't be us. We're gonna get out of here. Score right
Yeah,
now 2-1.
yeah. On the NHL front, we got the Flyers. They won in a shootout today, and
Oh, did they?
they're
Okay.
over five. They're over 500, so they're playing
They're
pretty
playing
good.
pretty good hockey right now. Then that's
Yeah,
good.
they're
That's a
playing.
big
They're
improvement.
playing good teams. I mean, the first three games were playoff teams.
Really good
Actually, they were
teams.
Stanley Cup teams. So I
Didn't
mean,
they face Florida, the champs?
yeah, they Florida twice and Carolina and
Yeah, so they're playing good teams. So for them to be above 500 is pretty good.
yeah.
That's some growth. Let's hope it continues.
And tomorrow night at 5, I believe it's 5:30, the Philadelphia Union open up. They got home field advantage through the playoffs, so they play
Okay.
Chicago Fire. So
All
hopefully,
right. I know
watch the Union.
Inter Miami's playing.
Yeah, they just beat.
Oh, did they win? They were playing
Yeah,
today.
they beat Nashville. I think
Oh,
it
that's
was
right.
three. I think it was 3-1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, that's the biggest threat is Inter Miami. I mean, you have to focus five of your guys just on Messi.
On Messi, yeah.
He's just no matter what, he's when he's on, he's unstoppable.
And they just signed him, I think,
3 more years.
2028. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
As is the baseball hot stove league after the World Series. You wonder what free agents are going to sign where. There going to be any trades? Big talk is still about Schwarber. Where's he going to sign? Is he going to stay in Philly? The Red Sox are looking at him. There's speculation because he's from Cincinnati originally. He might go there. I don't see that, to be honest.
I don't see that. Yeah.
I don't think they'll spend money. Red Sox will spend money. And we'll see if Middleton is true to his word when he said, I'll spend stupid money.
Yeah.
And of course, there's scuttlebutt that Harper could be traded, but I don't see that either. I just don't see that. He wants to stay in Philly, I think. His contract has got at least 5 or 6 more years on it. May even be more. So.
Max Muncy just goes deep to left.
Are you serious? You're way ahead of me on this coverage. Here we go. Let's take
Sorry,
a look.
I don't mean to ruin your.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'll do play-by-play when I see it. Now I'm prepped. Here's the pitch. Left field. It's opposite field. Way back. Way back. Sayonara. Max Muncy says, see you later, Mr. Baseball. And suddenly it's 3-1 Dodgers. Now you do have to say, did they leave Gosman in too long? 2 dingers the same inning. The only thing that keeps Toronto in it is there was nobody on for either one. Look at that. Off toward the end of the bat a little bit.
Yeah, still only giving up 4 hits. That's a shame.
Yeah. Opposite field power, didn't try to pull it and hit it right into the bullpen. And Gosman's like, motherfucker. Don't get me wrong, I wasn't really reading his lips, but he's thinking, motherfucker. So, oh man. All right, buddy. Well, I'm going to get out of here. We're going to let you go. Folks, have a great weekend. Enjoy the NFL games tomorrow. And thank you to our sponsors, Schatzi Schnitzel Haus in Riley, Kansas, and Vineland Realty Corporation in Vineland, New Jersey. Thank you, folks, for helping us with all the Public John Media stuff. For my pal Billy Smith, our executive producers, Janine and Ethel, wherever she went, probably stealing food somewhere. And for all you folks and our staff who spend painstaking hours putting this together, painstaking, whatever it is. For all those folks, thank you, folks. We will see you next week. See you, Bill.
See you, pal. You got it. Take care, buddy.
All right.